Before the crisis, the region was regaining momentum in terms of recovery, and then the war in Ukraine affected the region directly in certain cases, but in a different way. All important countries were affected by the increase in price of commodities as well as also in oil. That affected most of the countries because of the reliance on wheat import from Russia and Ukraine. The increase in inflation and the volatility in the capital markets also affected the emerging economies in MENA, and also the increase in level of inflation that has started prior to the war in Ukraine. On the other hand, all exporting countries, in addition to the fact that they had low inflation and they started to recover fast in the second half of 2021, the increase in oil and energy prices provided them with additional increase in growth that will reflect in their growth projection for this year, but also in their external account as well as also in their financial balance.
What about Egypt? How much trouble is Egypt in as a result of the war in Ukraine? Because we've already seen Gulf governments attempting to shore up their reserves.
Egypt has a strong relationship with Russia, as you know, through import of wheat, but also through tourism, and therefore it was affected directly from the Ukraine war and the sanctions. In addition, the tightening of monetary policy has affected capital flows, and Egypt as an emerging economy was also affected. The authorities started to introduce certain number of measures to address those issues, raising interest rate by 1%, allowing the exchange rate to adjust by 15%, and cushioning the impact of the shock by providing additional spending to address social implication of the war.